Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Maisie, I'm 27. I have just had my first baby. I'm currently 4 weeks postpartum. I cannot believe my baby has been here for 4 weeks. I like feel so happy that he's been here 4 weeks. It's like the best thing ever. I've got him on me now because he is like super happy, super happy, but he just won't sleep today. And this happened the other day and he literally just cried from like 2 till 5. So I don't want that happening. So I'm trying to like soothe him on me. But I thought before I start vlogging again, before I start posting stuff, I would do a little, our baby noise is the best thing, a little update on what's been going on and what I'm gonna film in the future, etc. And like my birth, what happened at my birth and all of that jazz. So I did film some bits. Good morning guys, it is officially one day before my due date. I am due tomorrow. Not that obviously every pregnancy due date is spot on, but we'll see what happens. Woke up early this morning, got outside because it was sunny, bright blue skies. I'll pop in some videos that I took off my phone. It was so nice. It was even warm enough for me to actually sit on our balcony for the first time this year and have my breakfast, which just put me in the best mood ever. I am feeling okay. I got back from my walk and I literally had like period cramps for like about 15 minutes and I was like, whoa. I only went out for about 12 minutes because I couldn't walk very fast and I was in a lot of pain, but it's gone. I've had that quite a lot this week, like on and off period like pain. It's really strange. Anyway, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do today. I think I might do some yoga because I feel really like sore. I feel like I've done a whole workout and I haven't. And then I'll probably zip round Sam's parents just to like break my day up a little bit because it gets a bit boring just waiting around on your own. And hopefully something starts to happen. Come on, baby boy. I literally just sat down having my lunch and I felt loads of like fluid come out of me. Not loads, it just felt like a tiny bit. And I was like, that feels weird. And then like a couple of seconds later it happened again. And then I went to loo and I think I just lost my mucus plug. My baby is going to arrive on his due date, 100%. It's gonna be early hours of tomorrow morning. He's gonna arrive on his due date. I need to call Sam. I don't really know what to do. I'm actually filming with no trousers on because obviously everything just got soaked. Oh my god. Can you speak? I've just lost my mucus plug. Yeah, I don't really know what happens now. No, like it literally happened like 1 second ago. I was like stood in the kitchen and like loads of fluid came out of me, but I was like, oh, it's fine. It's just like, I don't know if it means my water's broke or not, but like quite a lot of fluid came out, like a bit came out, and then I was like, is that just discharge or is that like my water's breaking? And then like 2 seconds again more came out, and then I went to the loo and it's literally like jelly, like a blob of jelly's come out. I really need a toilet, so I might have to go. Welcome to the start of my birth vlog. My waters have broken. My mucus plug came out and my waters have broken quite a lot. So it wasn't like a big gush, like a big bucket that people get. It was more like every 10 minutes, quite a lot of fluid would come out. Whew. And here we are. I'm actually waiting for Sam's mum to bring a clothes rail around because this might sound really extra, but what I was going to do was plan outfits. Just hear me out on this. Cozy outfits for like 5-6 days for after when I've given, like for once I've given birth, because like nothing fancy, like literally like tracksuits. I am someone that suffered with really bad anxiety that did lead to depression, and obviously when you have had that, you are at more risk of having that postpartum. So I'm doing everything. I know like all the tricks that help me to make me stay in a good place. And I know for a fact one of them will be putting on something that looks a tiny bit put together. And by tiny bit, I literally mean like tracksuit bottom shorts and a baggy t-shirt, nothing fancy. It's just better than me randomly picking something out the cupboard or just staying in my pajamas all day. I know that that will make me feel just mentally a bit better. And I never want to feel the way that I did before. So it's really important to me to have that in place. So I've got some clothes on the floor. My waters have like, I've literally got a massive pair of pants on. I've already gone through 3 pairs of pants. And I've got a pad in, like a heavy flow pad, mostly because it's just water coming out of me, like so much water's coming out. But I'm going to show you what the plan is. Excuse me, like half naked, but it is what it is right now. So we've got some little black shorts, cozy, love this sort of thing, and I'm probably going to wear that with my baggy top from Boohoo, little sports baggy top, little cord going on there, baggy, easy to put on, comfortable. That's one. So we will put those together. Actually, I don't know if I put that on a hanger and then put the shorts on a hanger as well. Probably should have done this like before, the day before his due date. It's literally never ending. Like I might need to put a tenner lady in. So we've got that one ready to go. That with black shorts. One outfit. Then next outfit, super cozy stretchy shorts from Zara with a very stretchy top. And then I've also got this baggy AC/DC top that I've had for ages that's huge and really comfortable. So that'd be another outfit. I've also got, this is kind of cute, but this is just like an all-in-one play suit. Really stretchy. Thought that was going to be comfortable. I've got this little cord, it's like fluffy shorts. I actually really like that. And then I probably need a vest with this, which I'll have somewhere. With a little cardigan. So that's outfit number 4. What else have I got? Oh, I've got like a jumper that I can wear with any of the shorts, like just like a cozy jumper to chuck on. I've got 2 shirts because if I'm able to breastfeed, we got shirts going on. And then I've also got a pink jumper there, which I've got some pink shorts, but they're in a different room. So it's just a few outfits that are gonna make me feel good postpartum. So I'm not like I don't know how my birth's gonna go. So like if I have a cesarean, I don't want to be like bending over looking through drawers and stuff trying to find an outfit. And I know postpartum is not about like what you look like, but for purely for like my mental health's like sake, I want to have something in place to make me feel a good version. Oh, this with these would be quite cute. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just want something that's gonna make me feel mentally okay. Right, that's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 or 6 outfits there. So the clothes rail has arrived. We literally found this on the side of the road. But I've just hung everything up. So we've got that little cord there with the big shirt.
baggy top, baggy shorts, another little co-ord with a pyjama top, some really cute shorts. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing those, probably not, but it's there anyway. And then black top with shorts, black top with sporty shorts, and then I've got two lots of pyjamas that are in the wash as well. So we went to the hospital. My waters have 100% broke. I was literally just like leaking water everywhere. I really need to get my makeup off. Not dilated at all, so been sent home, but I'm having contractions like every five minutes at the moment. I'm so hungry. We've just stopped and bought McDonald's chips, and now we're getting pizza because Domino's do gluten-free pizza, so we're gonna go get that. I just really want to lie down. Like, contractions are bad. I'd say I need to do like 4 rounds of breath, so like breathe in for like 6 and then out for like 7 to 8 4 times, and then like the contraction stops. But will that even be full up? No. So I've put the footage in, but I actually haven't watched that footage yet. So you guys have just watched that before I've even watched it. I'll probably watch it when I'm editing. But all I remember is I know, like, it was just the strangest thing. Like, I don't even know where to begin. So I had a little baby boy. Let's begin there. I gave birth to an 8-pound 3-ounce baby boy on his due date, which is so mad. At 7:40 in the morning. I went into labour at 3 p.m. the Friday before, but I actually didn't start really getting contractions, well, not that I know of, until about 10 p.m. At that point, so my waters broke at 3 p.m. on Friday the 12th of April, and I was literally just in the kitchen cooking my lunch, and like I just felt like fluid come out of me, but I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, is that my waters breaking, or is that just like discharge? So didn't think anything of it because it wasn't like a huge gush like you see in movies. It was just like a little bit of water. Sat down, had my lunch, stood back up, water came out again, and I was like, this is a bit strange. Went to loo, and it just kept happening. And I'm going to go into loads of detail here, so if you're like squeamish or you don't like things to do with like women's bodies, then just check out of this. Or if you think this is gross, just go because I do not care at this point. Just like so much water was coming out of me, so I was like, okay, I think my waters are broke, but I don't know, because I was expecting like a massive like bucket of water to come out, and that isn't what was happening. And I went to the loo, and then I felt my mucus plug come out. So if you don't know what a mucus plug is, where the baby is in you, there's like a plug of mucus so that your fluid doesn't come out and like the baby's safe and no bacteria gets in or out. That came out, and I was like, is that my mucus plug? I don't know. I've never seen this thing before. Took a picture of it, accidentally sent it to my brother. You okay, baby? 1 second. I accidentally sent that picture to my brother. Luckily my family are really open, and I deleted it straight away, and he was like, Maz, I've already seen it, what the hell is that? And I was like, that's my mucus plug. I was going to send it to Sam's mum because I didn't know what it was. So if you didn't guess by now, my family, Sam's family, very open. We share everything. No one kind of holds back on information like that. Sent that to Sam's mum. She was like, yeah, I think that's your mucus plug. And then my waters kept kind of breaking, so I just continuously, like every few minutes, I'd have fluid coming out of me, and I wasn't expecting this. So all the pads that I had for after birth, I was using because it just felt like I was constantly weeing myself. I went through loads of pants. I had to send Sam's mum out to get me 2 more packs of like big pants because just my waters just kept breaking. I didn't realise at this point that I was actually supposed to ring the hospital because they need to check after your waters have broken that everything's like healthy and there's no infection. So I'd told Sam, he was at work, and he was like, what do I do? And I was like, nothing, I'm fine. Like, I have no contractions, everything's cool. I literally waited 3 hours, and then I was like, I'm gonna ring the hospital. Rang the hospital, they said, you need to come in, we need to just give you a check over, make sure your waters have definitely broken. I was like, okay, cool. Called Sam, he came home, and we left for the hospital at about 8 p.m. We got to the hospital, and they wanted to check that my waters are broken, but the midwife that seen me was like, your waters are 1000% broken, because water was just coming out of me constantly. She didn't even have to check really. And then they check how far dilated you are. At this point, I had back pain. It wasn't very severe. It was just like an ache in my back. And it was like every 5-6 minutes, but I wasn't convinced that was contractions. Sorry, I got a noisy boy here. I wasn't convinced it was contractions because I presumed contractions were going to be in my front. I presumed it was going to be really extreme. So I was just like, I'm not sure, I think this is just my body getting ready for labour. This is at 10 o'clock at night. They checked, they said I wasn't dilated at all. I was like, okay, cool. Sent us home. As we were walking out the hospital, Sam was like, you cannot speak through this pain that you're in. And I was like, yeah, but it's not contractions. They just said I'm not dilated. And he was like, okay. He was keeping an eye on me because they said, if you can't speak through the pain, then you need to come back in. Drove home, basically couldn't speak through the pain. But we got home, what time did we get home? I don't know, like 11 at night, and ordered food. I literally I had a Domino's pizza, I had McDonald's chips, and then I was just like, no, I'm getting contractions. Sam was timing them for me. And I was literally like mooing, like the sound that you make is like an animal noise. I was like mooing in my house. And then people are so brave that have home births. Like, I'm in an apartment and I don't know if anyone heard me because I was vocal about this pain that I was in. And I was literally getting Sam to like put all of his weight, bearing in mind he's like over 100 kilos, like he's a big guy, all of his weight into my back because I was in agony. Called the hospital, went back to St. Mike's. This was at like 2 a.m. And on the way there, Sam was like, do you want music on? How are you feeling? And I was like, I just don't want to speak. I have to just concentrate on my breathing because this pain's really bad. And I was also really scared that I was going to get there and they would say, actually, like, you're only like 1 centimetre. We got there, they were like, you're 6 centimetres. I was like, absolutely fantastic. This is amazing. Give me every drug you have because I'm in so much pain, which wasn't really in my plan. I was like, oh, I'll have gas and air and just see how I get on. Luckily, I'd been very open about it and not said no to anything because I just thought, I've not experienced this before. I don't know how I'm going to feel in the moment and I don't want to not have something because my past self thought that I could handle something that I couldn't. Anyway, the midwife was like, okay, we will try gas and air and see how you get on. I was like, sweet, that's fine, we'll just start with that. It was literally a dream for like 2 hours. I was like, this is amazing. It kind of felt like, you know when you get drunk and then you're lying in bed. I don't really drink that much, but this has happened like a few times. When you're lying in bed and like the room's spinning, but you don't feel sick, like you feel good. You're like, well, this is like a vibe. That is what it was like the gas and air for the first 2 hours. I was like, this is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then I think I got to about 8 centimeters and I was like, I need drugs. Like this pain is ridiculous. I don't know how, I can't deal with it anymore. There was a birth pool there because that's what I'd requested. So I was in the birth pool, but I found the water wasn't high enough. Like I wanted to be like submerged and it was just like covering my bottom half and it just wasn't working. And Sam said every time I was having a contraction I was like dunking myself under the water, but I had the gas and air, so I was like dunking myself and then I was like blowing bubbles with the gas and air because I was going underwater. And then apparently I was blaming Sam and saying it was his fault, but I have no idea. Like I don't know what I said during labour. I don't know who was with me. I had my eyes closed the entire time. I don't know what anyone looked like. All I know was my midwife was so nice and she was brilliant and very, very calm and kind of like left me to it, like left me and Sam to it, but I honestly I don't really remember the birth at all. So I asked for pain relief and they offered me paracetamol and I was like, that is not going to cut the pain that I'm in. And then I was like, I just want an epidural, just get this baby out. I'm in like absolute agony. She was like, okay, we'll go see where the doctor is. And I kept saying, Sam, you guys are lying. Like, no one's coming, because I waited 2 hours and no one arrived. But I don't know if it's because I was so far gone, because I was about 8 centimeters when I asked for it. And then my body started pushing. So I think I must have been like fully dilated at that point. And then I don't really think they wanted to give me an epidural at that point. But yeah, this is so strange. Like, I was in the water and I said, Sam, my body wants to push. And they were saying, don't push. But it's like, I don't understand when they say don't push, because it's not voluntary. Like, your body's just pushing. I'm not doing the pushing. I was so exhausted, I actually couldn't even push myself. It was just my body was trying to get the baby out. But the pushing went on for about an hour, and I got out the bath at this point, and gone onto the bed. I wanted to stand up, but they made me lie on the bed because they just wanted to check where the baby's head was, which is awful, by the way. They literally put a hand in your body and sweep around the head, and it feels horrible, absolutely horrible. The contractions after that, just honestly the worst thing ever. I remember when it first happened and I looked at Sam and he looked at me like, did that actually just happen? I can't believe what's just happened. So yeah, I was then led on the bed. I was like led on my side trying to give birth. I was stood up trying to give birth, and then they made me lie on my back, which isn't how I wanted to give birth at all. But it's because I was pushing for about an hour. So Seb's head was essentially going in and getting suctioned back out for an hour. And I couldn't push the rest of him out. He was just so big. So he's very noisy as well, if you couldn't tell. They cut me. And I said to Sam, what did they cut me with? Was it like, how did they do it? And he was like, they just got a pair of scissors and snipped. And I was like, oh my God, that is horrific. So they cut me, and then within like 2 minutes, he was out. And they placed him straight on my chest, and I was like, this baby is huge. He was like 8 pounds 3 ounces. It wasn't what I was expecting, because I'm quite petite. I was a petite baby, so was my brother. And I was like, whoa. And he was so swollen. His whole face was really swollen, his arms, he literally looked like a little Michelin man. Placed straight on my chest, and I had loads of midwives in there because I gave birth at 7:40. It was just when they were switching over. So the night midwives and the day midwives was switching. So I had 4 midwives in the room because there was 2 training, or was it 3? I don't know. There was 2 training on watching, and then 2 qualified midwives. And then I also had a doctor and a junior doctor stitching me up. So I had so many people in the room, and I had no idea what was going on. And it's so strange, because everyone says the second the baby's on your chest, you just don't remember anything. And you just don't. The second the baby is there, every bit of pain has just completely gone. And he was on my chest. He literally latched onto me straight away, which was amazing. And then me and Sam had a couple of hours by ourselves in the room, which was really nice. Yeah, so me and Sam, sorry, baby finished feeding, were left in the room for honestly a few hours. I think because my baby latched straight away, they just kind of left us to it. We did loads of skin to skin. They weighed him after about an hour and a half, so we got his weight, and they gave him a vitamin K injection as well, which I did say yes to. And then they let me have a shower, which was okay, but like, you just feel like you've done 100 weight sessions and 3 marathons and just not set for the whole thing. It's just like the biggest, most extreme workout of your life, and you just don't know where that strength comes from. It's truly magical, but also madness. And then the respect that you have for mums and women after is just like through the roof. So yeah, we were in this little bubble. Sam was exhausted as well because he'd been up all night, obviously, like supporting me. I think at one point I was literally saying, please someone help me, please someone help me, because I could feel the baby coming and he wasn't coming out. But yeah, we got left alone, and then they came down maybe just after lunchtime-ish. got a wheelchair, took me upstairs with Sebs and Sam, and we were just chilling. It was really nice. I ended up staying in hospital for the night because I was like just on the cusp of losing a little bit too much blood, and they just wanted to monitor us just to make sure we're okay. And Seb was also a little bit mucousy, which is really common after birth. So they were just making sure that his breathing was okay. So we were in that Saturday and then part of the Sunday. But honestly, if you have to stay in hospital, I would really, really recommend. You feel so safe. The midwives are checking on both you and the baby every 2 hours. We were in the centre of Bristol, so we had access to food and drinks all around us. We could have food in the hospital, but I'm a bit extra with food, so I was sending Sam out getting us bits and bobs. But it just felt like such a special moment. When I look back on that, I'm so glad we had it. And I just, yeah, it was just really nice. Like the night after I gave birth, Sebby was like all chilled and cozy, sleeping, and me and Sam ordered a takeaway. I had Cece's pasta. I think Sam got slim chickens. And we had that like at the hospital bed, and Sam was allowed to stay. And then next day we ordered coffees, and our parents came in, which was really nice the next day. Just our immediate family, like our mums and dads, came in quickly to see the baby. And then we got dish. I could have stayed an extra day, and I think looking back, I probably would stay as long as I can, just because when your hormones properly drop, you feel very, very anxious. And I did, and I was at home when that happened, and I kind of wish I was in hospital having that support around me. I hope I haven't rambled too much, but I thought before I actually start vlogging like what I eat in a day in my postpartum recovery, I was just going to do a little update. The next up and coming vlogs are probably going to be like fitness related, postpartum recovery. I don't know whether to do, so I'm going to post some of my workouts because I want to go back into personal training part-time after, because I can be a little bit flexible with my schedule around the baby with that. I will go back to my original job as well because I absolutely love it, but I can just be a bit more flexible. And then I don't know if to film weekly vlogs or to film what I eat in a day, or to do a mixture of both. It's quite hard filming to a schedule with a newborn because there is no schedule. You don't know when they're going to wake and sleep and whatever, because they don't have any circadian rhythms yet, not until they're about 3 months. So that can be a little bit unpredictable. But yes, that's my update. If you have any questions, leave them below. If there's any other baby stuff you want me to talk about, I can talk about that. I'm also going to link my TikTok in the description, because I started filming like daily TikToks when my maternity leave started, because I was kind of bored. And there's a lot more just general day-to-day life stuff with babies on there if you're interested in that. So that'll be linked below too. But I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Probably be a training video or like a core recovery workout. And yeah, I'll see you so soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, thank you so much for coming here.